and welcome again to our Top Talks for Better Living. I'm Kukwana Elder. We just come back from cricket, my friend. Can you see I'm wearing cricket today? Thanks to Kit Aid UK. This was so helpful today, I really needed it. Oh, guys, so just to report back about today, what happened about cricket. Actually, I was told I have to report like I was reporting to my committee people. They said, "Oh, we wish we were recording you." Unfortunately, they didn't record. So I decided, let me record then our story of cricket. So we have got our cricket team that we have started in Acornhoek, Timbavati. It's a junior team, it's a development team. As we said before that, I am working hard to introduce sports in my little community of Acornhoek. And then I found that I've started with tennis and then cricket. So today I'm just talking about cricket because something amazing happened for the first ever time. Since we started cricket in December 2023, yes, it was amazing the way the kids keep on wanting to come with all the challenges we had. I'm not going to speak about challenges now, but I'm just going to talk about the development of this cricket, how it came about in short, right? And then we had a very big inspirational figures like I can't get the right word actually. Our legend, Mike Proctor, is not just a legend, it's something bigger than that to us and to the kids of Acornhoek Timbavati because he really inspired. So today, the most important thing about today is that we managed to go out for a trip. Our first ever competition outside. So we made some arrangement with the coordinator, Vincent. Even if they are not perfect, during the week, you won't believe it. Everyone was like so inquisitive. They want to register, they want to go. Come Saturday. So 5 o'clock I woke up and then by 6:30, I was at the park to wait for the taxi. Guess what? I found I found one little boy waiting there. 6:30. It was a little dark, but he was there. And I said, "Where are you going? Are you?" He said, "No, coach, it's me, Prince." It's me, Prince. I'm going for cricket. Oh, but you're not wearing any trainers. Why are your trainers? She was wearing flip-flops. Oh, I don't have. They're a bit big, the ones I have. So it's okay, go and get them because you can't play like that. Then he ran. He said, "Oh, please, ma'am, tell the taxi to wait for me." Guess what? He came back about 10 minutes and he was still number one. And then I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, you're wearing a jean. And how are you gonna run? How are you gonna play? Didn't they tell you should put on a flexible?" I said, "Oh, I do have, but they're not clean." I said, I think you better go and get." Then he went again. I felt so sorry. But the way he wanted it, and then he ran again. He said, "I'll be back soon." Then he came back dressed nice. So I said, "Oh, you are number one. Perfect. Because you are number one, you get free registration. And here is a t-shirt. Oh, you are so excited." So I gave him the t-shirt. I was actually very impressed because most of the kids arrived very early. And the taxi only arrived at about 9 o'clock. Imagine, we have been waiting there from 6:30 with this poor boy. And then the other 7 o'clock, they were there already. Everybody was punctual. But we have to wait for 2 hours. By the time we get there, it was 2 hours late. So, hey, transport is killing us. Kids, we had 40 plus. 40 plus. And the transport we had, we only have a 22-seater. Oh, God. So we had those challenges. Then we had to pay, like all in all, about 3,000 for the transport, and then for my petrol as well, because I couldn't fit the numbers there. And then a night before, I prepared my. Guess what? I went out I bought some sandwiches, and I bought some chicken paloni, cut in small slices. 3 loaves, of bread. I made it a point that 40 something come out from there, and then add an apple a little bit, and then bought some juice. I concentrated and put it in a bucket. They will drink as we go. So that was great, for them to use on the road. So it was 2 minibuses, 2 taxis to take them. So, and then plus my little car. I wish you have seen the excitement. They were all dressed nicely, us just waiting there for the taxi by the road. It inspired everyone, even parents. Parents usually they don't come to attend cricket, and others were like, oh, we want to join. I said, yes, we even want adults. They said, no, we thought is for Indians. The other one said, oh, I thought it's for Indians, the old ones, because they play on the television. Can we also play it? Just for us being there, I've learned so much. I learned to understand so many things that we can improve on. Awareness. I think our sports day is not enough. Maybe doesn't reach people enough, and then we really need to market this very well. So now we drove off, and we found Vincent and the other team waiting for us impatiently. You could see the enthusiasm, the joy, and like everyone is looking forward, And so the funny thing, the other kids in the other side, our opponents, they were wearing t-shirts, the t-shirts that they get from KFC. So KFC donated that for them, So our kids were singing like, oh, they're wearing KFC. We're gonna eat them today. We're gonna eat the KFC. So, but it was just like fun. Yeah, it was so interesting. I really enjoyed it. So we got there, and then people started playing. It was great. First round, we won. We couldn't believe it, because those other kids, they are our seniors, because they've been playing for some time than us. About 4 of our best, was just taken out of the game instantly before they were so like, oh my God, we are gone. But hey, the kids really play. They got strength from nowhere. I don't know. So, but we won. And they were so excited. So that was so interesting. I did quite few interviews. What I've learned there is that Coach Vincent is amazing. I've learned that he trained so many young ones that could be umpires as well. They were doing that. And he was just coordinating both teams, looking after our team, because he is their coach as well, and looking at that, he was like an overall coordinator and manager of and he was doing it so great. I don't know how he managed that, but what made me so impressed is the way he had so many young ones doing different jobs. There were others that were doing scoring, and they were doing it well, He didn't have to keep on coming after them. No. That was amazing. I wish we could have coaches as well, or wish we could have trained so many of ours as well, because now we start having some of those like a bigger ones, like 17, 15, that are more organized and more focused. I wish we could also train those if we are able to get funds somewhere or able to. But he's promising that if he get that chance, Vincent, we will do it. Right. So that's one thing I was so impressed. Then the kids, yes, they were so disciplined. They know what they were doing. And our children also learned a lot from them when we listened to their stories. They kept on saying, oh, they're doing like that. Oh, okay, but we can do better than that. We did this, like so. So another thing, Shem, our kids don't have this thing to protect their needs. They're not used to them. So the other one said, oh, I could hardly walk. Then in 2 minutes, he took the protectors away. Because it was so hard for him. It looks like they were too big and stuff like that. So I was like, hey, we really need proper equipment for our kids, really, because the balls can be dangerous. I really noticed that today. And then I remembered as well when I saw these kids so beautiful and with confidence today, because they were wearing proper fitting kit from Kit 8. This is the advice, when we were speaking to Roy and Roger in Cape Town, the veterans, that is one point they mentioned, that kit plays a very big role, like this uniform. When the kids are dressed, they should look well, they should look interesting, it should be fitting. It shouldn't just be hanging around or be large size for a small size, because it will look like a dress. It is supposed to be a t-shirt, and then so they lose confidence like that. And I really noticed that today, because these kids were like identifying themselves as a group, like we belong. They felt like they belong and they can do it. Oh. So now, when I was talking about the issue of coaches, we had a new coach joining us. She's amazing. As I said earlier on, she was amazing and participating, and she says she liked cricket. I think I've recorded her on one of the interviews. You listen to what is really inspiring her to join cricket. I felt a little bit emotional when she talks about pushing her child to play cricket because he likes it. It's the only sport he has realized. She wasn't aware there could be any other sport because it's only soccer in our community. So, but then she learned that this boy likes cricket, So, and then she realized that at school as well, the boy doesn't do well. So she felt, because he likes cricket, and then she should really encourage her into that. And then she wanted to join in as to be a role model. I was like, oh, maybe we'll have a coach, a leader, because we don't have one that's looking after these kids. So, yeah. So, after the match, I got time to chat with Vincent, the coordinator. I suggest that like maybe it's good if we could have games home and away quarterly actually. First quarter we go out, and then second quarter that will be our Mike Proctor League, people who should fight for the cup. Our kids were just fighting for the cup on their only because we started it. They made groups to encourage them, and yes, already they know this thing of fighting for Mike Proctor Cup, right? So now it's one team from Acornhoek, and then I feel that team should challenge others from rural areas as well, because it's a large community, and Pumalanga is wide and South Africa is wide anyway, right? These kids from Bushbuck is about 200 kilometers away. Now that we went to them, they should come to fight for Mike Proctor Cup in June. So June should be our Mike Proctor League every June because of the weather, and I think June is great, and it's a youth month as well and all stuff like that. September, then we go away. Maybe we could go to maybe Challenge Hood Spray to get some kids so we can practice and learn some more skills. Maybe one day we hope to create some Mike Proctors from Acornhoek, really. We really do wish we'll have some, and some will be playing with the veterans when they are old and stuff like that. And of course, I would love to see women in Acornhoek playing as well. That is why I would really want them to have this awareness sports day on June and December, so that maybe more of them can be inspired. Right. So December, I was thinking December, then we are home. We play home. It's Christmas. Definitely we should be home. So now I've got so many challenges of food, and I've learned that sandwiches are better. They are better to make and to arrange, even cost effective. I don't know, because our numbers are becoming bigger and bigger each sports event. So I was thinking, how about in June, we just make sandwiches, or maybe and a fruit and a drink. That will be great. And then December, because it's a festive month, I know our sports day and our sports development event is also a platform for socializing, a platform to cover the needy, the platform to identify vulnerable kids as well, those that are in need. And we find so many cases there, so many children that really need our help. And then I find myself sometimes doing more than sports, but through these sports. That is why my slogan of sports development is sports against all odds. Because I found so many cases, and I believe once the adults can get more engaging, we will find and help so many odds, social issues that we found in communities, all in through sports. I've interviewed quite few people there. Maybe you can hear their side of stories as well, because different people perceive things differently. So, yeah, we had a good day. We really had a good day. I wish everybody was here. I'm not thinking of anything, have I? Have I left anything? No. So coming back home, I forgot to say we prayed, in the morning whilst we were still waiting. So whilst we were still waiting there, and then this pastor that usually comes to our sports day to pray, he is part of us, He just came from nowhere. in his back. Once he stops his back, it goes backwards. Because doesn't have brakes or whatever. But hey, by God's grace, it was there. He came and stopped there, and there were some women waiting there to go for funeral and stuff. And then he saw this kid. He was like, "Oh, it's you, my sister," meaning me. He loves me so much. I once sponsored him long time ago a trip to go and see England. Oh, so my name doesn't fall down anywhere. Anything I say, he respects it and he believes in me. So always when we've got events, he comes and pray for our events and pray for our children. So I said, oh, perfect timing. Yes, your children, please pray for the road and pray that we win. Yeah, he prayed and prayed. So voila, we won. I'm gonna send this video as well to him. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it has an impact. If you want to say anything about what I've said here, or any comment or anything, you can comment down there. And you can reach me out at on my number to say anything, or you want to sponsor, we will welcome, or you want to ask us how you can get involved. Everything is fine. Welcome anything. And my number, just reach me at it's a South African number, or 0673 222 743. 0673 222 743. So yeah. So, oh, please don't forget to subscribe on this channel so that we keep talking more and more things about sports. It's not necessarily sports. We can talk about anything. Remember, this channel is about top talks for better living.